What is up, everybody? It's your boy Doody back again with another video, and this time we're taking a look at our boy DSP's daily rap video after a day of, well, I'm not sure exactly what happened yesterday because your boy Doody took a day off. That's right, your boy just posted one video, wasn't really on social media, had real life things to take care of. But I heard our boy Phil finally got a new washer and dryer, which he really didn't need. But I'll get into it because I'm sure he'll talk about it. So let's see what he had to say on the Daily Wrap.
Good evening, everyone. Phil here, and welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Thursday, the 24th of October, 2024. A whirlwind day of activity and craziness, but great gameplay and fun. Let's talk about that. So on today's episode of the Level 1 podcast, I covered a bunch of topics, but notably the major topic that I covered was that I watched the new final trailer for Dragon Age The Veilguard, and then someone urged me to watch the original trailer for Dragon Age Origins. I directly compared the two, then I watched some gameplay of Dragon Age Veilguard, and I gave my opinion on it. Obviously, I would like to hear your opinion on it as well. If you've checked out the podcast, if not, I think I'm going to break out a highlight of that segment. It's like maybe 20 minutes, and I'll probably put it up as a separate video as a highlight overnight. It should be fun. Now, then after that, we jumped into a stream of A Quiet Place, The Road Ahead. And the thing is, this stream was all over the place because I had a new washer dryer being delivered today. If you're wondering why, how did I afford it? You guys have been so supportive of me the last few months that I've been able to actually do some stuff like get myself a new washer dryer, which I need because ours was over a decade old and breaking down and having all these issues. But we didn't know when it was coming. Originally, they said around 2:15 p.m. Then they changed their tune and said, oh, it's going to come right like 3. So basically, I said, I'm going to play as long as I can today. And we're going to see how it goes. And then when I got to go, right? So I played till roughly around 3 p.m. And we had only hit, I think, around $70 of support. So it looked like the streak was going to end. And I said to everyone, listen, I guess it's over. It is what it is. But I'm going to go. And go on like a half-hour break. I played my clips and my best of stuff during that break, and I'll come back after and we'll see if there's more time to play. The washer dryer arrived around 3:30ish, 3:40ish p.m. They were done. I came back and I said, all right, guys, let's play for another 25 minutes. So I started playing, and as I was playing, I realized something. I said, on Kick, things are a lot different than YouTube. They have unique things you can give out, whatever you want. So I said, you know what? How about this? I will offer.
I think that's a good stopping point because this is a separate segment where, of course, he talks about money. Like every other segment is money. But let me talk about the washer and dryer. So first things first, I'm going to be positive. I'm gonna proceed positively. Big ups, Phil. Yeah. Big ups for finally taking some of that money that you've gotten for the last couple months and invested in your home, I guess. Now, to the negative part. I didn't have that on my to-do list, Phil. I'm sorry. The reason why I didn't have it on my to-do list was because your washer and dryer was perfectly fine, Phil. It was usable. Washer and dryers last longer than 10 years, Phil. I've had washers and dryers that last me 20, 30 years without any problems. You used to get what was called an uneven load, which typically means you're either putting too much crap into it, or your feet, the feet on the bottom of the laundry washer, is unbalanced. So you kind of have to balance it out, Phil. I think you should have taken that approach before dropping probably $2K into a washer dryer combination for your home. Now, again, big ups. I'm glad you finally invested some money in your property because that shit is just falling apart. But I honestly feel I think you had way more pressing needs. Mainly your toilet, brother. Your toilet and your mold-filled bathroom that you have there, which is starting to become a toxic waste pit. A toxic waste pit. Now, I know you claim you have another bathroom and it's fine. It's still disgusting, Phil. Having a broken toilet in a home, man. This isn't the 1800s. Where you would take a dump outside in an outhouse. This is adjacent to your property. This is part of your property, not adjacent. So the mere fact, Phil, that you still haven't fixed the toilet, and I still need to continue talking about how you take a dump in the sink is, come on, brother. A sink is not, I mean, a toilet is not expensive, Phil. That may cost you, even if you have to get someone to put it in, maybe 500 bucks max to do, brother. Come on, man, get your priorities straight. You remind me of the guy who has like 1,000 problems, right? And you know, like he has some. Okay, let me give you a better analogy. Okay, you're like the restaurant owner. You're like the sandwich shop owner. Let's put it that way, right? Who, you know, the business is falling apart. Your facilities are falling apart. You have employees quitting, you know, right and left, right? But your main priority is making sure that the window, the outside window, is nice and clean, and you know, your signage is up. The priority is making sure that the light that says open is on appropriately. I mean, you get what I'm saying? I know I can come up with a better analogy, but it's early and I'm exhausted, and that's the best one I can come up with, Phil. So again, you're fixing things, but you're worrying about things, but you're worrying about the peripheral shit. You got to worry about more important things. And the most important thing, Phil, to do is to fix that nasty toilet. It is. All right, but besides that, I'm happy that you're finally fixing up the snort fort and getting, you know, some new things. Which, again, I think you wasted your money on a washer and dryer, and then I believe you ended up getting a stackable, which they're terrible. They're just shit because they typically break faster, they wear faster, they're not as durable. So yet again, I guess, you know, another mistake by Phil's part. Always trying to do the right thing, or tries to do the right thing and just finds a way to just fuck it up. Anyway, let's keep going.
If anyone just gets the amount of subs that would be equivalent to get us to the goal for this stream, I will give you one of the OG badges. The OG badges on Kick are incredibly unique. You can give them out for whatever you want, but they're the rarest badges. There's only 100 per channel ever able to be given out, and it shows a big OG, which is a really cool badge in chat. Everyone wants them. So far, I'd only given out one, and it was to my original moderator, Yeetmania, who had worked and helped me out that first day to run the channel when I was off, but I wanted to get it monetized. They did a lot of work for me. So they are the only person who had one, right? I said, yeah, if anyone just does it right now, drop a bomb of subs, we'll hit the goal, and I'll give you the badge. And so it was Rend324 who did so. Boom, 16 subs, we hit the goal, give him the OG badge, the streak continued. Amazing. And I thought of that on the fly too, right in the middle of the stream. I was like, oh yeah, I could just offer that up because I know a lot of people want the OG badge. So here's what happens, right? So Ren did that. We hit the goal. We played A Quiet Place for like another 25 minutes. And then we're at a good stopping point. We're in this trading yard. I just found a key. I'm like, all right, we'll play it again maybe next week as a night stream to finish it up. And I said, Iron Chef Sakai, who's a regular of the streams, a big supporter, was like, man, you know, I wanted an OG badge and I missed it because Renda offered it first and got it. I was right here and I didn't offer it quick enough. And I said, well, if this is the case, right, you really want the opportunity to get the OG badge. If you come back tonight on the late stream and you gift 25 subs, I'll give you an OG badge. And they said, done deal, I'll do it. Okay, the night stream happened. The night stream was Dead by Daylight.
I don't even know where to tackle this from. Really what I want to do is I kind of want to chastise Iron Chef Sakai just a little bit. But you know Doody's position on telling people how to spend their money. Doody doesn't tell people how to spend their money. If you want to waste your money into a money pit like DSP, go ahead, knock yourself the fuck out. But I guess maybe I'll just focus on the fact that Phil is offering badges for huge monetizations. I mean, I understand that's the point of those badges. I get it, Phil. I get it. I think the real point of those badges, Phil, is to is so that when someone does something, you give it to them, right? Not, oh, if you do this, I will give you this. You know what I mean? Like, I'll give you an example. I stream on Kick. Your boy Doody has over 1,500 followers. I had some very generous individuals drop some sub bombs on me, and I didn't ask for it. They gave me some sub bombs, which was very nice of them, and I thanked them. And I said to myself, oh, the least I can do is I could just give them a badge, and just gave them a badge, right? Then I said to myself, well, you know what? Let me give other people that have been here from the very beginning with me on Kick, I'm going to give them badges too, because even though they didn't give me a sub or whatever, they still gave me their time. They're still watching my content. They're chatting in the chat, and I appreciated that. So I gave them OG badges and the VIP badges. It doesn't always have to be tied to money, Phil, man. Why does everything in your life have to surround around money? And not even money. It's I will only do something for you if you give me money, man. It's just scummy, bro. Just do something. It's like the memberships. YouTube gives you 10 free memberships to give away on your channel every single month. And Phil rarely gives them out. He may give out 5 like on a marathon. And then like he'll use that as a promotion, like, oh, if you come to my marathon stream, I'm gonna give away 5 memberships. How about you just give away those fucking 10 memberships at the beginning of the month and stop being so greedy, man? And again, it just goes to the fact that you have zero creativity when it comes to rewarding individuals on your stream. You do, Phil. I mean, give me $2,000 and I'll order a sub. Come on, brother, man. It's just getting so pathetic and sad. And I got a clip from PPP apparently ripping into Phil, and it was great. I'm gonna actually do a separate video on it because I mean, I think they were, and again, they're trying to give kid gloves to Phil, but you could tell that even their patience, the Kino folks' patience, are wearing on Phil. Because they see the same thing everyone else sees. I don't know if they finally realized it, but they're seeing the same thing and they're getting annoyed by it. But that'll be a separate video in a few minutes. So let's keep going. By the way, I have 3 videos today. I have this one. I have one regarding the Call of Duty gambling situation in terms of service with Kick. And the last one will be this new Kino Casino video that recently just came out. So hope you guys tune in for that.
Dead by Daylight was fun. It actually runs really well on my PC. Like, we know Dead by Daylight was always been a PC game, and then they ported it to console. No, it runs exceptionally well. It looks gorgeous. So at first, for the first hour, I played it as the Hillbilly Killer, and man, he's difficult to play because I didn't understand how to charge and use the chainsaw properly. I finally did all right. After like 3 attempts, I finally killed 2 survivors and got some points. I was like, all right, pretty good. Then the second half, people are like, well, we want Survivor. I was like, all right. So I picked what's his name? Will, is he? From Left 4 Dead. Will. I think it's Bill, right? Whoever his name is. So I selected him as a survivor. Now, as I'm doing this, it's almost 9 o'clock. And Iron Chef Sakai is in the chat and he goes, dude, I really want to see you play Call of Duty tonight. I'm like, yeah, but I'm doing it tomorrow. He's like, dude, I would support you tonight and send you like a big contribution if you do it. And then a bunch of people chimed in. They're like, yeah, we want to see Call of Duty tonight. I said, all right, Dead by Daylight was just a filler stream anyway, if you guys really want it. So we did it. I jumped over, I loaded it up. It only took like a minute and got all the configurations going, 120 hertz, everything, motion blur off. And we were going. We played for like half an hour, 40 minutes. And the only bummer is I had to play with the starter classes. You have to do that. You have to hit level 4, then you can finally make your loadouts. So no, tonight I didn't really play very well. There was one match where I was the best player on my team, but other matches, I'm using LMG that's slow to aim and fire and like, yeah. But overall, the game is running beautifully on my PC. It is. It's running well. I can't wait tomorrow to play, but yeah, and then Iron Chef Sakai dropped support. There was more support coming in. This was a super supported night. So ladies and gentlemen, it's official. 35 straight streams. We have hit the goals. Crush my trolls. Thank you for that. Tomorrow is a big day, folks. So just what I'm gonna.
Hey Phil, crushing the trolls. That's so pathetic, brother. It is pathetic because I mean, other than a few detractors here and there, I mean, a very minute, not even detractors, trolls that really give a shit whether you make money and want to see you get destroyed or whatever. The vast majority of the folks don't give a fuck. Like, your boy Doody really doesn't give a shit. I just like reporting on it and letting everyone know what your financial situation is, because when you cry poor mouth, I like to show them, no, he's not poor. Look at all this money that he fucking got. And yet this is another video that clearly shows that Phil is making tons of money in bank. So when he cries and he begs you 123 times on a stream, it's just bullshit. Now, the one thing I want to point out is, that's right, our boy Phil went overtime because Iron Chef Sakai was willing to drop some money on him. So what does that mean, folks? Poor Kat is downstairs by herself, literally crying, because yet again, Phil chose money over spending time with his wife. Now you say to yourself, well, no, isn't it pretty late? No, Phil was done at 9 o'clock his time. He's over in the Pacific time zone. So it's 9 o'clock his time. And the thing that Phil claims that he does every day is after he finishes working, he goes and spends time with Kat, and they get to spend a few hours together. You know, they have a couple of drinks. They watch some Iron Chef or whatever the hell they watch, some X-Files, and they chill out, and then they get ready to bed, and that's what they do. Bullshit. Most people know that's just bullshit. What Phil does is he spends his fucking night in the snort office and just tweets away, bother people on DMs, and stays overtime, and probably hovers in the Kino Casino chat trying to get noticed. It's pretty pathetic there, Phil. But yet again, you know, you talk about how family is the most important thing to you, and your relationship with your wife is so important. Yeah, it's important until someone's willing to drop you, what, a 5 or 10 sub bomb. Then you're willing to fucking throw her, Jasper, and everything else in the toilet, the broken toilet, and keep streaming overtime. Is that right, Phil? Is that what you're telling us? Pathetic, brother. Pathetic of a man, Phil here. Anyway, that's all I have. Don't forget, I got 2 more videos coming up. They should be fire. Peace out.